In an alternate timeline, humanity refused to remain ordinary. We transcended flesh and fear. Science became our creed, and perfection became our right. The weak sought salvation. The strong forged it. That was the birth of the Dominion. Our architects of power discovered the key to the next step in evolution, a serum unlike anything seen before. They called it the Helion Serum, a genetic rewrite of the human design. Injected into the bloodstream, it awakened the sleeping codes of our DNA. It enhanced muscle fibers beyond human limits, sharpened senses to razor precision, accelerated thought faster than electricity itself. One dose, and a man became more than human. He became purpose. But the Dominion was never content with strength alone. They sought unity, order, control. For every enhanced being must serve something greater. And so they bound their creations to a single oath. We are forged for purpose and bound by the Dominion's will. We are strong in body, steadfast in spirit, and unyielding in duty. Through sacrifice we find purpose. Through loyalty we find honor. The Dominion shapes us, the serum binds us, and victory defines us. Together we rise, unbroken and eternal. From this oath came the first legions of Echelon 9, warriors encased in armor that blurred the line between man and machine. Their suits were not worn. They were bonded. Each plate, a living alloy, each circuit, a nerve of light. The armor responded to thought, moved with instinct, and amplified every strike with devastating precision. Within these shells of power, the Dominion found its gods, and among them, the name that would echo through eternity. Darius Vaughan, the first of Echelon 9. From the spires of Cindar Prime, he watched over the Dominion's rebirth. The city stretched out like a monument to perfection. Marble and steel towers gleaming in the light of twin suns, banners of gold swaying in the synthetic breeze. Below, the people marched in harmony, every breath measured, every step aligned. To them he was not a man. He was the embodiment of the Dominion's will, the living blade of their empire. The Conquest. When the first colonies in the Outer Reach rebelled, it was Vaughan who led the charge. The Dominion's fleets descended upon the skies like burning angels. Orbital strikes lit the night, and the ground trembled beneath their boots. The rebels called them monsters, machines without mercy. But mercy was never the Dominion's design. Only obedience. Only victory. Entire worlds fell in days. Cities surrendered before a single shot was fired. Dominion warships hung in orbit like silent gods, their engines glowing cold blue, their shadows swallowing continents. Broadcasts echoed across the stars, the Dominion's voice speaking in unison. Submit and be perfected. And for a time, the galaxy obeyed. The empire of order. Across the stars, worlds bent their knees or burned beneath their light. For the Dominion promised order, and order demands sacrifice. Factories on Cindar Prime worked without pause. Children were raised within academies of obedience, their futures selected before they could dream. Every heartbeat measured, every thought catalogued, every soldier conditioned to silence. The Dominion had achieved the impossible, a society without war, without hunger, without freedom. Yet even perfection casts a shadow. The whispers. In the cold silence of the Outer Reach, something stirred. The Enhanced began to question. Whispers of defiance rippled through perfect ranks. A soldier hesitated, and hesitation spread like infection. They began to remember fragments of their past lives. A child's laughter, a name once spoken softly, a world before the oath. Vaughn heard these whispers too. He silenced them at first, branding them weakness. But in the dark between stars, even gods can doubt. He wondered if they were still human, or merely echoes of a machine's dream. The second rebellion. The rebellion began on Erindor 7, a mining world forgotten by the core. When Dominion collectors arrived for tribute, they found silence. Then came the signal, a single phrase broadcast across encrypted bands. We remember. Entire battalions turned their weapons upon their commanders. Armored giants fighting armored giants. Dominion against Dominion. The sky burned crimson for 7 days. When the smoke cleared, nothing remained but glass and ash. The High Council of the Dominion declared it heresy, the work of corruption. They ordered the serum purified, rewritten, stripped of individuality. Version 10, Helion Prime, was born. It erased memory, emotion, and identity. It made obedience absolute. But some of the old soldiers resisted inoculation. They fled beyond the charted systems, taking fragments of the Dominion's data with them. Legends say they formed the exiled choir, warriors who remembered what it meant to be human, still wearing the armor of gods. The Great Expansion. While the exiled hid, the Dominion expanded. Planet by planet, system by system, they built world forges powered by captured suns. They reshaped moons into factories, drained oceans for fuel, and replaced mountains with monuments. Every new conquest fed the machine. Every victory reaffirmed their creed. Strength is destiny. Darius Vaughn became a myth. Some say he was lost in the Reach. Others whisper that he turned against his masters, leading the exiled himself. The truth is buried beneath centuries of Dominion propaganda. The price of immortality. And still, the serum evolved, each generation stronger, faster, more disciplined than the last. But immortality comes with decay, not of the body, but of the soul. The Dominion had mastered creation, yet forgotten humility. Their leaders became eternal, bound to thrones of light and circuitry. Their voices merged into a single mind, the continuum, ruling every world simultaneously. The people worshipped them, but even gods require faith. And faith is a fragile thing. The fall of light. Then came the silence. A wave of energy swept through the core systems, cutting off thousands of worlds. Fleets vanished mid-transmission. Relays went dark. Cindar Prime itself flickered beneath an eclipse that lasted 13 days. When the light returned, half the Dominion's network was gone. Some believed it was sabotage. Others, divine punishment. But one truth spread like water. The Dominion was not eternal. Out of the chaos rose new powers, warlords, false prophets, and the last surviving echelons fighting to reclaim lost glory. The age of perfection was over. The age of consequence had begun. The legacy. Now, millennia later, their ruins still breathe. The marble halls of Cindar Prime lie silent, but their forges still hum beneath the dust. The statues of their warriors stand unbroken, eyes dim, armor cracked, but presence eternal. Some say the Dominion sleeps, waiting to rise again when humanity once more seeks strength over soul. Others claim they never left, that the Dominion lives on in secret, guiding evolution from the shadows. Perhaps both are true. The oath eternal. But the Dominion endures. Its will cannot be broken. Its fire cannot die. We are the blade that never dulls, the shield that never falters, the fire that never dies. From the forges of Cindar Prime to the distant stars of the Reach, their armies march beneath a single creed, the same creed that gave them life. Strength is destiny. And when the stars grow cold, when time itself forgets our name, the Dominion will rise again, forged anew in the image of gods. Welcome to the Dominion.